Hi, and welcome back to Fountain of Youth TV. And today on Workout Wednesday, we're focusing on stumps in our Mother Nature's Fitness Center. You know, if you've been watching some of our other Wednesday workouts, we really focus most of our time working with rocks or logs, and today we're going to be focusing on stumps. And so we'll kind of walk over here, rocks, and we're just going to show you some of our favorite things. We used to just use our deck, but then when we started realizing we can just bring things in from nature, it's just so much more fun, and plus you're outside, and instead of, I do have the full equipment in my basement, but that's for like more winter time when I can't get out and really be in nature. But when it's spring and summer and fall, this is where you're going to find us. Getting that fresh air, we're getting the energy from the ground into our bodies, getting all those wonderful, wonderful natural electrons that we get that really focus on keeping us really at peace. So here we go. We've got some beautiful stumps here, and we're going to show you some of the things that we really enjoy doing using nature. The first thing I like to do is to kind of get really working out. This is going to work really a lot of your body, but you're really working your legs, because you know that whenever you're going to lift something, you really have to you don't want to use your back because you could hurt yourself. So what we like to do is, this is going to kind of sound weird, but these are really, really heavy. They're probably way more than I do. So you really got to push it. You're using your arms. You can see how you're working. You're really holding your core, and you got to lift down. Remember, you go down into going into a squat. And you're going to lift with your legs. You can feel it really pulling. And these are heavy, heavy, heavy. You can hear it hit. And you do this as many times as you want until you really feel that burn. Then you go over to this stump over here. And what we like to do is so many things. You can even start out by doing your dips. Make sure you're holding your core nice and tight. Then we like to do jumping as well. Jumping up onto it, and then jumping off. That pounding is good for your bones. As we get older, we don't want them to get really brittle and fragile. So not only is jumping onto a stump or any kind of a higher surface good for our bones, but when was the last time you, maybe if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, did a lot of jumping? We kind of stopped. We stopped doing the jumping. We just do maybe this walking up the stairs, but we really need to get back to what a child does. Watch the children again. They're always jumping and they're moving. We need to do that because it's so good for our bodies, it's good for our bones, it's good for our minds. So just think about jumping whenever possible. It's really important. You can also use it as a stepper by just stepping up and stepping down. Stepping up, stepping down, stepping up. It's so great. Do as many times as you want. Build with your glutes, your quads and hamstrings. It's so much fun. You get different heights. Some things we like to do on stumps are really nice yoga poses too. When using stumps, you can also think about they're so great for our balance. Again, as we're aging, we really have to focus on balance. So what I like to do with yoga on the stump is it just kicks it up a little quite a few notches. You're not just on a stable floor, but now I'm really at a height where I've got to really make sure I'm so focused and stable. And remember, whenever you're attempting to do a lot of the things that we're doing, be sure that you've really talked with your physician to make sure that you've got approval to be able to do these things, and make sure that you're always safe. Be sure you're just really taking precautions and don't just jump right into these things, no pun intended. Just really take your time and work yourself into these. We've been doing these things for years, so just really take your time. But this is great for balance, because when you're doing yoga positions, you really got to balance. But now I'm way up high off the ground, and they're a little unstable. They're kind of shaky a little bit. But again, I'm really balancing. When I'm doing any of these yoga positions. And so there you have it, our Workout Wednesday, using a stump. You can do so many things, get creative, just have fun, but most importantly, move consistently throughout the day. Don't just think that working out means it's just that 30 minutes or that hour workout, because our body needs to keep moving. Can't be sedentary. Just because we work out that one time a day, our body still needs ongoing movement to keep all those fluids moving through our system and draining all the impurities out of our body. So really think about, whenever you can, get your body moving, quick runs during your lunch breaks, whatever you can do, and most importantly, try to do it outside where you're breathing fresh air, getting sunlight, just being in nature. And so thanks so much for joining us here on Fountain of Youth TV, Workout Wednesday with Stumps. And remember our motto, take charge of your health destiny. You can do it. We'll see you next week on Workout Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.